Good morning, class. In today's topic, we will see the new concept, that is a single linked list and the chains. So before getting into that one, so why we are using this linked list representation? How far it is allowing to get the advantages apart from having the arrays here. So we know the arrays. Arrays concept is used for store the that is multiple values which are representing the that is what you are specifying. They should be have the similar behavior. So how can we specify an array? How can we define an array? Is nothing but it's a collection of the elements which is being represented as a which is having this similar behavior will be represented as an array. So in the list format also we are storing the elements, and then array also we are storing the elements. And what are the disadvantages we are being so far we are getting while using this arrays? It is a static data structure. So first representation it is a static data structure, and we should know what is the capacity of an array while processing. Before the compilation only or during this runtime, we should know what could be the storage space, or the what could be the storage capacity should be known at that procedure. And we need to define the size of an array, or these specifications mostly at the compilation time only. If it is doing means if we are having explicitly we are defining its size, that is before compilation or after compilation, what it is doing is we are reducing the usage of these space, or you are reducing the utilization of the space here. And coming to the another drawback, what you are representing here is we know that how these arrays are storing the elements in a continuous manner, in a linear manner. It is providing if you want to insert a new element in between or after an element. For example, consider when taken that value, that is 1 and then next 2 and then next 4 and then next 5. I want to insert a value which is between 2 and 4. Means I want to insert here 3. But this insertion procedure, what we are specifying, will take lots of we need to change the positions of the elements here. How we are going to insert an element by using the array here is we need to take the 5 has to be shifted to the next place, and then next these 4 has to be shifted to the very next place, and at this empty place where we are specifying the null, this temporary phase will has to be loaded. That is not being that possible that without changing the positions of the variables here or the data what we are representing. So we need to take the data to be moved from one point to, that is one subscript, to the another subscript. So here that is a one drawback it is been specified. How we are going to consider the insertion and the deletions, or the any insertion in between the values will be taking lots of the data movements to be done for the processing. And if you want to insert a data element at this, that is a starting point, then what we have to do, we need to move all these spaces very next to it, and there you need to insert an element. So to insert an element, we need to move 5 spaces, five elements, or the 5 spaces what you are considering, to the very next, and you will achieve the insertion of an element here. These possibilities of things will be taken as into account. These are making the things to be done in a very time-taking manner. So that's why what they are doing, if there is any possibility of using other representations or other allowances, or so there is a solution which is been specified as a linked list. In this linked list, whatever the problems we are specified has been overcome because it is been using in dynamic memory management here. Because what is this representation here is when you need it, means when you want to allocate, when you want to use, when you need it, you will use the memory space. If you won't need it, that is, if you want to release or if you want to don't want that space anymore, you can release that space, means which is being specified as free of allocation. Free of allocation means here you have the, means user have the freeness to access the memory locations and also have the freeness to release them. Means if you don't want the memory space very next to that, means I don't want this memory space, what you have to do, you need to release that one. How far we are achieving this one here is, here we are having a concept that is a free of allocation. Allocation and this using of this one will be very easy. When it is been specified means whenever user wants to access it, when you need to access it and when you want to release it, it will be allowed in very easy manner. Okay, so that's why we are using a linked list representation. In this linked list representation, we are having single linked list and chains here. So single linked list will be represented as a unidirectional. It will be from left to right what you are crossing, because head will be at the left side of that one and the last node will be specified as a tail. So here what it is doing is, it is been creating nodes and then next it is been processing any operations what you are specifying on that list, and also it is been specified that traversing will be done from one direction to other direction. So from one left side to the right side, that is unidirectional has to be specified here. So here we are using to store the lots of elements here. But these lots of elements what you are storing will not have the and have to be stored in a continuous memory locations. Means we are being selected different memory locations here and they will be stored at our any memory locations what you are representing. So see this diagrammatical representation. So here the pointer is pointing to the memory space what you are having. So here the memory space what you are representing here is 706 and here is 004. And then next there is a nothing is there. If you want to give any representations will be. So all these address spaces what your address of these nodes has been specified or not the continuous one. We are storing in a not a continuity manner, not in a continuity manner. How we are going to access or how we are going to process here is, we need to store each and every element in the list here. Whenever we are storing an element into a list, it will be stored in the form of a node here, not an element. Node means which is having two parts. One is for the data and one is for the next part. Next part means listed means it's a connected one. So to where I have to be, to where I have to be pointed has to be specified there. So this is the representation data, and then next one is the next node representation data part and the next part. In this next part we are providing a pointer which is pointing to the next element. So if you want to specify these addresses of the nodes, this will be the format. If not, you will simply write this one. So what it is representing here, it is the head of that list and the last one is the tail part of the list. Here we need to specify the connectivity to the another one at the right side of that data part. If there is no such element, that is no other element is there, we need to put the element that is a null, or we can specify easily a cross mark here. So this is the in detail representation of nodes here. Here we are having three elements, that is a 10, 45 and 57. And what it is then representing here is, it is representing that where it is been storing, that one also is been specifying, and the next element also has to be stored here. Okay, the next element address has to be stored in this one. The header pointer has been started with 101, but the next element address is not 102. So here we are using the another space, another representation, that is a 706. So here the data part will consist of the data element, and the next part will be consist of the next pointer to be pointed here. Okay, if you are done with your elements insertion or the traversing, you should know where to stop. So by inserting two elements or the one element, if it is done, we need to represent that next pointer should be null if it is stopping there. If it is not stopping at that particular position, we need to insert the address of the variable, next element what you are using here. And coming to the next one, chains. So here the chains is been represented as a doubly linked list. So single linked list is having the nodes which are being together only, but here we won't have the access to the bidirectional way. We are getting into only the unidirectional way, means from left to right only we are moving, that is head to tail, only we are getting into that one. So this doubly linked list is having the capability of getting to the both side of that one, that is head to tail and the next tail to node, which is been forming a ring like structure to form, means to take the values to read from any end what you are representing. And this is also being considered as a linear data structure what you are specifying here. So here in this representation, simply we first one here we are representing here is the simply we are using a data node, and what it is doing is it is being using two directional, that is a bidirectional ones, to specify that it can move from to and fro to each and every node whenever it is visiting. So it is not being considered that unidirectional like this here. So this is a single linked list. So we are taking the elements, that is a 1, 2, 3 has been taken, has been considered here. Here what we are doing, here we are representing that the data will be stored here, and it is storing the address of the next data element to be fetched or the to be processed. But it is not being considered as a back forth for the when it is been visiting the second node or the third node, or when it is reaching the tail node. If I want to come to the to and fro notion, what I have to do, we need to consider the previous node has to be readed. So we should know what could be the previous node here. So further, this chains or the doubly linked list, you are maintaining three parts here. So the three parts is being for, first one is for the previous one, second one, previous means previous node, and the second one here is for, second part is for the data part, which is being the element what you are storing, and the next one is for the, that is a third one is for the next to be pointed. So if you are reaching to the next one, means what it is being pointing will be specified here. For example, if you are taking the head into an account, we won't consider the previous part here because it is only the starting. That's why we are representing it as a null here. And coming to the next here, tail, what is representing is if anything has been there, we need to store the address of that part into that one. So here, see, in the single linked list, we have the two representations or the two parts, which one is represented as a data and the next pointer, next to be pointed. And coming to the doubly linked list, we are having three parts here. The three parts are, one is pointing to the previous node, and the other one is the element what we are storing here, and the third one is representing the the next one, the next node what do you for what we are being processing. So next representations are how we are representing the chains or the list in the C++. Like how we are going to create a node, how we are accessing the nodes, likewise we need to study here. So first thing is defining a node in C++. So as I said, we will create a node, we are accessing the node, we are storing the node, all these being done in a oral manner, that is we are explaining how it been given to our compiler, or how we are going to execute here is, we need to write a piece of code to provide or to create a node here. So first we are creating a list here. After that we are processing the list here. The list means insertions and then traversing will be done there. First one, defining a node. So here how we are going to define a node means we should know what the node is consist of. So simply we know that initially node have the data and its link or the links, because here it is having one link, here it is having the two links here, which is been specifying for the previous and the next. So what could be a node means it is a collection of data, okay, and the link will be, or the links should be there. So what could be the things you have to add to create a node has been studied, has to be known by that one. So here we should know that a node will consist of an item which is being specified as a field here. So this field will allow the user to store the data item, or it can store it will provide the access to a link here. So here what you are specifying, that is every link what you are giving must have the what you are saying, that is a one link field, because it has to be given to the, it has to be processed to the next element. Likewise, what you have to do, we need to consider that successor node has to be there. Successor node has to be present in that one. And if it is possible, predecessor has to be known there, and means pre and then next post, that is a previous, and then next has to be specified here. So that's why we are using every node must contains at least one link field for processing. To do that, what we have to do is nothing but we need to specify that an element to store that one, and a memory space for that node, for what we are using. Okay, so that's why what you are using, we are been creating a node which is having two elements, at least two elements. We are not mentioning exactly two elements, which is having at least two elements here. These two elements are being represented as the data member or the members what you are storing, and the pointer or the link which is to the next element in the list. So where we are storing the next element has to be represented. First we are creating only for the simple linked list represented, that is a singly linked list representation. Here the data elements what you are representing has been accessing the data elements, that is a data elements what you are storing. To create a linked list, what you have to do is we need to write a code for the processing. So here see this representation what you are using, this is the method we are being, that is a members what you are processed for that representation. When you are using a node, what is a node? That class node is representing a data element. So the data has been represented int data, and we need to the next to be a pointer, not a simply where we are storing a numerical value. What you are doing, we are specifying that we are using a pointer to that representation. So that's why what you are representing, we are representing the next element is a pointer to that node, that is a node start pointer has been represented. By this these two steps will be used for the creation of the node here. So whenever you have been executed this piece of code, a node has been created for an empty space of data and also the next to be pointer here. Whenever we are inserting the values into that one, for example, I have been inserted a value into this one as a 10. If and then next value could be null only. Why? Because this is the first insertion. And then next I want to insert the second list, second node here. The second node will be created and the address of that one has to be pointed to this next here. Okay. So likewise, what you are doing, the link field, what you are providing should refer to the, that means should be a pointer which is referring to the node of the same type only, as we can represent the as itself. And how we are going to take these things to be done here is, we are creating or we are providing an environment that could be accessed by the self-referential object, and we are providing to be accessed the next data type, so the next data element what we are providing. By this piece of code, we are creating a data element and we are processing it. And coming to the next one, how we are going to design a linked list means, we have been creating a node. We are not creating a chain of action here. Just we have been created just a node here. We need to create like such nodes, many other nodes, and we need to be represent as a list here. How it could be possible? So here we need to specify that what is the main feature of that linked list here. It is being used for storing the elements into that one, and this storage is not a contiguous memory allocation storage. They has been stored randomly, and we are accessing these random elements by using the next to be pointer into that one. So that's why what you have to do, we need to take these elements wherever is a storing, we need to take these elements to be gathered while accessing. Okay, so for that we need to specify which link has to be used for processing, that is how we are going to store all these data has to be specified. So these links what you are using could be has its successors, or you can specify that as a predecessor. Likewise, I said, and the above representations, we have only the single list representation. In the previous example, you have seen that the single list representation, what you are using there, what it is presenting before the data part, we are adding one more element here. What it is doing, it is been providing that one. So this traversing, or this could be done by the two pointers what you are using. One is the head pointer and the other one is the tail pointer, where it is been representing. So here what the head pointer is doing here is, it is having at least one point. What is the work of the head pointer here is, it is having the at least one pointer at the first node, which is been specified as a head pointer. First node which is been taken at the list is been pointed by the head, and it is been specified as a head pointer. What it is doing is, it will contain the address, means here will contain the address of the first node. So where it is been pointing to the first node, node 1, the address of the first node should be stored in the head here. And what it is performing here is, it is having null representation also when it is not pointing to anything, means that when the list has been collapsed, then what it is doing, it is been specified as a null here. If it is if doesn't have any node at all, then what it is doing, it means storing the null has a value here. And coming to the tail pointer, likewise it is been pointing to the last node, not the first one. Here it is been pointing to the last node, and also it contains of the null pointer, because after that, means after that node, there is no such node has been there to further processing has been represented. Okay, along with that one, we are having another node which is been specified as a data node here. The data node, what it is doing, it is been specifying, or it is been storing the data members what it is having, and also the links what you are representing. Links means the data element, and the link what it is processing has to be specified in that here. So this is being using for the successor of that one. If you are adding another part before this data node, then it will be used for the predecessor of this one. So the predecessor means, why it is being considered as a null means, the header part is having its own address, and we are mentioning there is no such different element before that one. So that's why we are mentioning the null part here. And coming to here representation, there is no any other value is there, then you will mention the null part here. So this is the representation used for the singly linked list. And we go for the doubly linked list, we will add the another part, and then we go for the accessing for the predecessors. And this is for the successors what you are using. So what could be the operations we are being performed with this linked list when we are considering it as a data structure? So we are first we need to, these are the step-by-step procedures we need to be performed here. So we need to create an empty list, means we need to create a node or the list of the elements what you are providing. We need to insert a node in that one. Insertion will be done at any point here. Insertion will be done at any point. How it is going to process at any point means here we are specifying three such ways for inserting. How it is going to insert the nodes here is, we can insert the node at beginning. Simply we can insert a node at the beginning, and we can insert the node at any before any node. So the next one is a tail. So three insertion procedures are there, means we can insert a node. If you go for the previous example, what I am specifying here is the node which has been started. If I want to insert a node, I can insert a node here. I can insert a node before a node, after a node. I can insert a node at the tail also. Means there are the many possibilities will be there. While inserting the value, we don't need to move the elements that the data movement should be done. What you have to do is nothing but we need to set the next pointer to be to the inserted one. Okay, the next pointer what you are inserting, if you are inserting a node here, what you have to do, we need to specify the next to be pointed as a address of the newly one, and then next we need to create the pointer here. So the pointer what you are representing here is, it is being specifying that to be inserted, means for example if you are taking this one, so if it is processing like this, for example this is the node what you are specifying. So here I want to insert a data node which is been 2, the value is the 2. Next one, so this is the address of that one. If it is the address of that one, what I have to do, I need to mention that next to be here. So how I am going to process this one here is, whatever the things have been specified here has to be cancelled. How I am going to cancel here is, we need to delete the node connection here, and we need to form a connection from here to here, first thing. Okay, and then next we need to form a connection from this one to the this one. So by that what it is doing, we have been inserted a node. If you want to insert a node here, so we need to take this connection what you are specifying has to be deleted, because the head node what you are using has to be carry the address of the first node here. So I am inserting a node here which is being specified like this. So I have to take a value, any value will be specified here, and I need to mention the next. Okay, so here this could be pointed to here, and then this next point will be pointed to here. Likewise, I inserted this one at the beginning, and this will be middle of that one. And if you want to access, means if you want to add the that is a node here, simply add a node. So here it is not null. Here what could be? It is being taken into an account as next, because it is having one element after that one. So the next will be pointed to the data element what you are having, and here we will write null because it is a n1. And what it is here? It is a tail. So we need to write this one is a new node inserted, and this one has been specified as a tail. So the insertions what you are providing will be done at any point, at any node what you are using, means at the beginning, at the ending, or at the, you can represent any in between of that one. Okay, how we are going to process, how we are getting all these things done, we should be aware of who are accessing these nodes, who are processing these nodes. So if you are simply deleting, you are simply adding, that one is not the possible one, because we need to make several updations when we are processing. How we are making several updations here? We have been consider that there could be some linkage between all these nodes. So first we need to redirect, or the first we need to provide all these things, and then we need to add that representations. So that is a simple inserting of that elements having. And then next, what are the methods we are having here is deletion is there. We can delete the node. Before deleting the node, we need to, as I said, before inserting a node, we need to take these address space to be marked as like we need, before deleting node, we need to make the next address to be specified. Traversing means visiting one by one node, one by one node. Searching means we are searching for an element. Updating a node means giving an element, that is a new data element to that one. If you want to need to print a particular node, then you will need, you can print that one, or a list also print. You can print count of that, means the list size. Here reverse order. So here we are presenting the list of the elements, or we have been specified the reverse will be done here, and the sorting and concatenating of two lists, merging the two sorted lists for the, means these are the basic operations to be performed. How we are going to perform this one? Here is a, these are the some methods we are been used. So we have creating the list, and then next we are beginning means we are adding at the beginning, after, before, and then next end. Delete at the begin, after, and all these things are specified. We can search for an element, we can display for an we can display the list or the element. We can traverse means whether which node we want to display will be specified there. So these are the such methods we have been using. So this is a simple representations what you are using for the linked list. Linked list means we are been using a continuous storage of our elements here. What is the main difference between the arrays and here is, it has been allowing the dynamic memory allocation part, and it is also having the capability of inserting or the deleting at any time, and it has been easy also. How far it is been considering this to be done means, it is been allocating the user free of allocation feature. So here it is giving the chance to, you can allocate or you can access or you can release the memory spaces whenever you want. You are free to access at any time or at any representations what you are chosen. How many types of linked list? There are many, but we have been seeing only two here. So which is a single linked list, and the next that is a chains. Chains means doubly linked list here. So what they are representing, what they are being used for here is, so a single linked list means it has been taken into that one data element and the successor will be there. And the doubly linked list means predecessor data node and the next data predecessor data element, and the next successor will be there. We have seen several operations also. That's about today's representation of elements here. Next one is a pointer manipulation. How we are going to manipulate the pointers here is we are using two such operators here. So which is a new and then next delete operator. In tomorrow's class, I will continue this one more. Thank you.